The overwhelming obsession creeps into every being I seem to encounter. Actually, just the ones who've never had to consider where they should say that they're from, where they can say that they're from, where they're actually from. Even though there may not be a straight answer, they just love to ask and fester. Not that they'll ever like or accept the answer. See, it's always the ones born in the same postcode as all their generations who know the truth from toe to head, who've never dealt with immigrations. Ice simply refreshes their drink, can't take their life away in a blink. See, the English wonder how I speak with no particular accent, while the French ponder how I speak another vernacular so decent. See, they don't just wonder, they fester. Question after question I can't answer. See, I could tell you about diasporas, time capsules and cameras, stories torn apart by twisted tongues, smoke catching up with my lungs. As I tell wonders of a life I will never know, ancestors on a land on which I could never grow. People seem so fascinated how every family member reoriented, not remembering that families are probably responsible for every lie we've been fed, also gullible, for every piece of erased history where my story no longer belongs to me. See, you were born in the same land as your roots, their labor brought your fruits, you'll speak the same tongue, same air in your lungs, yet you are oh so curious how different we may be if we were born and bred in a different country. This overwhelming obsession creeps, conquers, rapes. See, you would never think to consider in what way you should answer when someone begs you to explain where you're from. Because see, there is no straight answer. When your kin would flee, not conquer. See, I could give you a country representing each grandparent, each one different for the discrimination so rampant. I could tell you tales of the diaspora, but it wasn't captured through a camera. Our twisted tongues telling twisted tales as continuously history fails to educate justly, to take responsibility. See, the English wonder about my accent, while the French ponder what I frequent, unable to understand the puzzle that led us here, incapable of admitting their ancestors led us here. Funnily, those with a story won't ask. They must know it can feel like a task to have to justify your identity to a colonizer full of scrutiny. See, they just love telling me what I must be, that I shouldn't lie for free, that I must have just one answer, maybe two, or I must flutter. Don't you dare tell them you can't cut it down. Instantly turns you to a clown. You are where you were born, disguised by foreign languages you have worn. You become a stranger the moment they hear you speak. Suddenly not one of them, you must be a freak. Daring to express freely in voices they can't comprehend, that your story has no clear beginning or end.